Hello you guys, I am just here for a very quick introduction for I don't even know what. You guys are like, what girl? This is going to be like a makeup chore reset video, but let me just give you the backstory on this video. I was planning to post my monthly reset vlog for this month, like at the beginning of June, like we're resetting for June, girlfriend. And now the day that I'm filming this introduction, it is June 29th. So I have just a variety of clips. I feel like I get so stressed out, like resetting for the month should be a non-stressful thing, but I think like then I stress myself out because I'm like trying to like film clips for it, and it's like, okay, like you could just not. But I do enjoy doing, like, I love watching like makeup chore vlogs or monthly reset vlogs, so like, and I actually like enjoy filming them. Then I think I stress myself out and then it just takes me forever. So I have clips from all over the month. I have some of me washing, like I had to wash my makeup brushes, so we're gonna wash our makeup brushes together. I did like my face brushes. I do really need to wash my eye brushes, but I think we're gonna save that for another video because I likely will. I'm trying to potentially get this video up today, and I just like, I would also like to go lounge by the pool in a little bit, but maybe we'll save that for next month's monthly reset, which is that coming in the beginning of July? Or are we just gonna do a chore vlog maybe at the end of July? Maybe we'll make these like monthly chore vlogs in preparation for prepping for the next month. I don't really know. We have that. Then I had to like clean my desk and organize my drawers and things like that. But what I plan to do right now, and I'm really excited for this, and someone gave me this idea in the comments. In fact, I think a couple of you have commented this, but one of my palette videos that I filmed this month, I had a couple of recommendations to sort my palettes, not necessarily by brand, which I currently have done because I just feel like in my mind that makes sense to organization, but actually sort them by like season. And I thought that that was such a brilliant idea because I sometimes sit here in the morning. I'm also gonna do like a neutral palette section and maybe like a special palette section. I haven't totally decided, but sometimes I'll sit here in the morning and I'm like, okay, it's a work day. What do I want to do for work? And it's like, I sit there and I'm like, if I could just go to like my neutral palette section and just pick one, I feel like that would be so much easier. So we're gonna try this out. Maybe I won't like it. Like maybe I won't like my like Odin's Eye palettes scattered all about and not necessarily together, or my Natasha Denona midis scattered all about and not necessarily together. But I thought it would be something fun to just try and experiment with and see if I get better, you know, use out of my palette collection, cycle through my palette collection in a different way. I'm not sure. And then I'm also gonna do this with my single eyeshadows. I'm gonna do different like seasonal single palettes. I think that's gonna be so much fun. So that is what we're gonna do together. The only other thing that I really typically like to do in my chore vlogs is do like a fragrance tray reset, which I didn't do. I didn't film myself like picking out my fragrances, but I will just include a quick clip of what my current summer fragrance tray is, or at least the current month, end of June / beginning of July. I'll let you guys know what my current fragrance tray is. That is really what you can expect in this video. It's a whole lot of just it's gonna be a whole lot of just like piecing things together. But I hope you guys are excited, and if you are, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and like project planning content, palette themed content, or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. I also do have a book channel, which I have been trying to post more frequently too, so I'll leave that link down below in case you like reading as well. But let's jump into the chores. Okay, we are in my bathroom to clean my brushes. Please don't judge if you're seeing toothpaste splatter. Remember, I am a mom. Go easy on me. Okay, so I just need to clean my brushes. Okay, I really just need to clean my brushes. I have dirty on this side, a spot for cleanly brushes on this side, and I'm literally in my swimsuit because I was swimming all day. Don't judge. I'm literally just going to bathe them in some Dawn dish soap. And these are my bigger brushes. I'm just gonna be doing like my bigger face brushes today. And I just will spot clean my eye brushes for now. Okay, I feel like maybe, hopefully this is a better angle. I don't know. I literally spent all day outside and I definitely burned. Whoopsies. Also, does anyone else have like a really tough time parting with your brushes? Like, for example, this one, this is like I should probably at least bare minimum Gorilla Glue that back on, but I cannot get myself to declutter this brush.
Little.
Keep the hemp sugared banana lotion. So good if you like a banana scent. It like reminds me of the scent of banana Laffy Taffy. I love a banana scented thing. I know banana scents are not for everyone, but if you like banana scents, I literally just cleaned my sink off so that I could film this video so that you guys wouldn't judge me as hard, and I'm literally splattering stuff everywhere. Okay, that brush really needed a cleaning. Okay, this brush right here, the e.l.f. Airbrush Stipple, is like a favorite brush for cream products. I don't know if this is still available. I do have two. I also like the e.l.f. electric one, but I do feel like this one is just like a little bit more dense, and I do prefer this one. Just like looking over some of these again, and I'm like, okay, I don't feel like we got everything out of some of these. I've been sitting on my patio outside listening to Magnolia Park's Into the Dark, avoiding doing my makeup chores. I did clean like my face brushes last night. Sorry if you can hear all the cars driving by. I'm sitting on my patio. I do still need to spot clean my eye brushes really badly. And I need to clean out like my makeup desk drawers, like my everyday makeup drawers. I think I'm just going to like clean them out, organize them, and then just like start fresh with my Shop My Stash series rather than like starting at the beginning of my Shop My Stash. I usually go through products that I've been using, but it's been like 2 months since I've updated that series and my drawers are just so dirty. So those are the last 2 things I think I have to do. So I should like literally take a break from listening to that book. Do I have food in my teeth? I certainly do. I'm sorry about that. I don't feel like refilming, so you get that. I need to stop listening to my book, or I could listen to my book while I clean my drawers, but I need to stop avoiding my chores. So let's get to cleaning my desk drawers. This right here is my container for like new makeup I'm still testing and haven't reviewed. So right now I have my LA Girl color mixing pigment, which I still haven't reviewed and haven't tested enough. I do feel like I've tested my NYX Buttermelt bronzer enough, as well as my Give Beauty blush duo. So I'm gonna set these aside into my like ready to test bin. I have these sunscreens pulled out just so I remember to use them. It's my Tula Protect and Glow, which I love this sunscreen. And then also the Good Molecules, as well as another sunscreen, the Naturium. So trying to keep those out. I'm ready to, I believe I've already tested this too. I just like having this one pulled, but if I'm gonna pull my e.l.f. Power Grip Niacinamide, I should just pull it into my actual like desk drawer, which is where I keep my Shop My Stash. I do have the Supergoop Protectant in my summer shade. I've already tested this, know I love it, and I've reviewed the other shade. I don't feel like I need to review a new shade, so I should set that aside too. I just want to clear this one thing out. I'm almost. These, I feel like I can, even if it's not stuff I'm testing, I just use these to hold some of my eyeliner. So I have my Nopla Cupid's Arrow in #2, Fenty Flyliner, and Kaja like wing stamp. These are everyday users, like things I use every day. So I'm gonna leave those in here. I have my Kosas blush, which I'm still working on testing, so I'm gonna leave that in here. I also have my Glossier Strawberry Balm.com, which I feel like I've tested enough, so I'm gonna set this aside into ready to test. I have a Clarins lip oil, which is just in a new shade, so I should put this away because I've gone through plenty of Clarins lip oils. I still have my Mob Beauty lipstick, which I have not tested. I have a Refi lip gloss. I feel like I've tested this Buxom gloss enough. You can even kind of see my wear on that, so I'll set this one aside. I have my What's Up Beauty lipsticks. I've used one out of the 3 shades a couple of times, and then I have the eyeliners for them. Well, the eyeliners will fit in there, so we're gonna do that. I have my Catrice Marblelicious lipstick. I probably have used this enough, but I would like to use this like 1 or 2 more times. I have this Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask, which came in a birthday gift, which I've used a full one of these in the past, so I should just really put this with my skincare. I have a couple of the Glossier Cloud Paints, the new like bronzer shades, which I've used, but I would like to use a couple more times before testing, so I'm gonna set those still aside. I have one of the Lawless Forget the Fillers, which they sent over, but I did review a different like scent slash flavor slash shade earlier this year, so I'm just gonna put this one away. I have the About Face eye paint in the shade Molder, which I've only used once, so I'm still testing that. And then I have my Kosas Cloud Set Powder, which I know I love. So this is something I should just really pull into my Shop My Stash rotation, so I'm gonna put this away as well. Okay, here's this a little bit more organized. Now that I have the space, I'm gonna include, or I'm gonna add in these Kaja lips, which are new. And I haven't gotten around to testing these. All these are the Blur Swipes. And then I still have some Glossier Cloud Paints that they sent over that I still haven't finished testing either. Do I have any more like new stuff? I don't think so. I just received the Lawless blushes. I don't know if they'll fit in here. All of them. Okay, they definitely don't fit in here. So we're gonna have to set those aside separately. Okay, I thought I had been recording the last little bit here, me like separating, taking all of these products out of the little containers that I had and separating them into categories so that I could quickly just put them back in my drawers, but my camera was off, so I have these kind of separated out now, and I'm just gonna put everything back in my drawers, and then I'll have empty drawers, and we're just gonna start fresh for my Shop My Stash this next month. These things permanently go in like my everyday makeup drawer, so this stuff I'm just gonna put right back into my drawer. So my mascaras, eyeshadow, primers, things like that. Okay, and then really quick, this again is my new makeup, new products that I'm still testing, kind of been. Actually, my mom and sister came to visit and I was able to give them each of them took a Lawless blush, so I have 4 fitted right here. I also was able to give my sister one of my Glossier liquid bronzers and my mom took a lipstick. So this is like my new makeup still testing container that kind of sits on a shelf behind me. I also still had enough room that I could put in the sunscreens. So that's that. This is supposed to be my project pan. Stuff going in my project pan. So I kind of want to organize this a little bit better. Let's see. That's just gonna have to work. Okay, at least that's like somewhat less chaotic. But here are my 2 containers. So now I have like a clean-ish makeup situation so that I can do a Shop My Stash and I just literally have empty drawers in here so to fill back up. All right, you guys, as promised, here is my current fragrance tray. Also shout out to the Naturium Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Butter. Love this stuff. But right now I have the Jo Malone Yuzu Zest fragrance. This just has more kind of like a masculine summery sort of scent, so I thought that would be a good one. I also have the Sniff Cocoa Shimmy. I am hoping to finish that one this summer. I have my little mini of the Nest Balinese Coconut Roller Oil. I really love putting this on my wrists every single day. I have the Finery Magnetic Candy. I freaking love this fragrance. It smells so good and just like makes me happy. It has, I tried this for the first time last summer and it just has like fun, happy scent memories tied to it. So I have that. I also have one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I have the Clean Reserve Skin Scent. I love to mix the Clean Reserve with the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibes. I purchased this last year and I thought it was limited edition to last summer, but I recently saw that this is available still or again at Ulta, and I really like this one. Again, this is more of like a unisex or even like leaning masculine scent, but I really love it. And sometimes I'll mix the 3, so I'll mix Summer Vibes or Light Blue Summer Vibes with the Clean Skin with Juliet Has a Gun Sunny Side Up, and I just love that combination. But I do have that one pulled, and then back here I still have my Ellis Brooklyn Sunfruit pulled as well because I really like that one for just like a softer fruity summer scent. But that is my current fragrance tray. Would love to know what fragrances you have pulled for the summer and if you have any recommendations. Do we love my little Lamy bear that sits on my porch and protects me? Do we love it? I'm about to start my chores and I just wanted to point out that I'm a little bit irritated by these clouds. I mean, I should be just happy that it's a sunny, shiny, bright day, but I woke up at 5 this morning and it was clear as could be. Thankfully I already went for like a nice walk. Like I'm like, is that a storm cloud? Don't you dare. I really want to just go lounge by the pool, but it's windy and cloudy now. I'm like, what is this? Is it like telling me I need to just sort my palettes? I really think it's just this one gray cloud and that's it. Okay, I'm just being a baby and I should just be grateful that it actually does look like a beautiful day. But we're gonna go sort my palettes, sort my single shadows first, and then I'll edit this video by the pool. Okay, without like exposing my dirty apartment too much, I do just want to like show you guys. I literally have palettes everywhere right now. So this is like the desk that I get ready. There's like where I keep the majority of my palettes, but then in these two drawers, I keep palettes that are new that I'm still testing. So I'm gonna keep this drawer the same. And then in this drawer down below, ignore that, we clearly need to wash. I'm gonna take these out. This is where I have, right now I have like summer palettes that I wanna focus on. But if I have things sorted by season, then I feel like I can maybe just put like my No Pan Left Behind palettes here, or like things that I'm working on and obviously No Pan Left Behind. Yeah, that's it. Or I don't know if a palette gets rolled into another project, but I don't know how I want to start this. I think maybe I'll grab a bin and I'll maybe start with summer palettes because the majority of my summer focuses are right here. And then just to point out, down here, I have all the palettes that I have purchased and tried this year that are completed, like I've completed testing them, but I'm going to keep these palettes separate just because it's easier for me at the end of the year to remember what palettes I'm ranking. So just throwing that out there. All right, I have organized my palettes by season into bins, and I actually moved my single shadows down here. Will clip to me organizing them by season in just a minute. I do have an empty, like I know right now there's something down here. It's an empty palette holder, but we freed up so much space because now every palette is in bins. So up at the top, ignore my really dirty, oh, I'm gonna get so much judged for that. Ignore my dirty sponges, we gotta clean those. But I have decided to keep like my smaller palettes just organized like this because it's just, I like the way that those are organized, it's easy. Over here I have my Natasha Denona minis and my Kaja stacks, so that is great. Here we have, I did decide to do like companion palettes just right here. And by companion palettes, I just mean like these are like all shimmer palettes. I do still have my Danessa Myricks Volume 3. That's something I'm currently working on in my No Pan Left Behind. So that's just in a different drawer right now, but this will go kind of over to the side too. But in this drawer is gonna be all of my neutral palettes. And I think each season, maybe I'll shop to fill up my seasonal bin. And maybe each season I'll share my seasonal bin with you. But for the most part, this is like all of my just like primarily neutral palettes. And then right now my fullest bin is my summer bin, and I think that's because I just pulled any palette that I kind of want to try to remember to reach for this summer. This Pat palette is the Utopian. But we have all of these beautiful summer palettes. Some of these though, like I would love to reach for also in the fall, like the Natasha Denona Gold, the ABH Cosmos, the Kaleidos, just so many. So that's why I'm like each season I'll like redo my bins. Over here I have currently the palettes that were kind of giving me the most fall feels. So there is my fall bin. We have a pretty bleak winter bin, but again, we can kind of like shop our stash each season, and there might be some palettes that honestly even are in my summer or fall bin that also could go in my winter bin. So again, these will change. And then here I have an even more bleak spring bin, but a lot of my summer palettes I feel like could also carry into my spring bin, but I just have them in my summer bin right now because we're in summer. So I hope that makes sense, but yay, I'm really excited about the new organization, and I really hope it helps me cycle through my palettes more. Let me know if there's any content you'd like to see around like me shopping my stash for my seasonal bin or sharing my seasonal bin of palettes each month. Let me know what fun content ideas you have. But now let's get to me deciding my seasonal single shadows. Here are all of my current singles palettes. I actually don't know if I'll count this. Like, do I want, yeah, maybe I will pop these out as singles too. This is like a lethal palette my sister actually gave to me. Okay, I will maybe do include those. So how do I want to start this? Because as it stands right now, things are just kind of like at literally everywhere. I'm like, I used to have like a standalone ColourPop one. Do I want to start maybe I'll create my neutral palette first, neutral singles. I should maybe take this time to like possibly declutter some of my singles too. Oh my gosh, I feel so overwhelmed. Let's start with the Summer Z palette because I feel like that will be the easiest. So I'm gonna make my Summer Z palette. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do it this way. I'm gonna make my Summer Z palette my yellow one because yellow makes me happy. And I think the thing that might be like a little bit difficult about this is obviously there's some shadows that like, not only do I feel like I would want to reach for them in like the fall, but maybe the winter as well, and so on and so forth. Ooh, where's my Cleota? Hold on one second. Okay, there's literally so many. So many. Okay, maybe, I feel so overwhelmed, can you tell? Let's start with, okay. Like we feel like pink's like a good, bright pink, that could be like good summer fun, right? So maybe we'll do a selection of pinks. I also have this like bright, fiery, orangey shade that I obviously want to include in my Summer Z palette. Obviously, we need to put Going Bananas. I need to get, there's like a little bit of pink in that one. Okay, we really, oh, that's more of like a goldy yellow. Okay. Okay, do I see anything else that's like screaming summer in what I currently have? Like, I'm like, okay, there's definitely like some neutral mattes that I feel like could be for the summer, and even like, well, okay, let's see. Like, what shade is this? Is this out of a Natasha Denona palette? And if so, which one? And if it's not, where is this from? Did I like take this out of, what shade is this? I don't know, but I feel like that could be a really fun, like that's like almost like a orangey, pinky, gold shift shade. I feel like that could be a fun one for the summer. So we're gonna put that in there. I also feel like, let's swatch this one from, oh yeah, that could be a fun one for the summer, that Cleota shade. Maybe I should do like a seasonal, like shop my stash and like create my, basically like create my seasonal palette and create my custom like seasonal bin. Maybe we need to do that, but okay. Oh, do we feel like this is like an orangey green, or not an orangey green, like a summery green? I feel like this may be like more spring. Oh, but that could be, oh, that could be so pretty for like a summer, like a, I'm thinking of like a palm tree leaf. Why? I don't know. Okay, we'll pull that into our summer palette. Do I want to? I feel like I want to pull this shade, which came from the Cleota Dragon Fruit. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, we're gonna grab that as well. Is there, like, I'm like, do I want to pull these two? Those also, I believe, came from the Cleota. I feel like, I don't want to like overwhelm myself. Okay, I'm possibly gonna come back to that one. But I feel like there's nothing else in here that's like screaming I want to pull it for my summer palette. So I'm gonna set that aside for now. Same thing with this. Nothing that's screaming I need it for summer. Ooh, okay. These two I think came out of my Glaminatrix Sugar and Spice palette. And these I both feel like could be really fun for the summer. Like a pale, basically like a pale yellow. That could be such a beautiful inner corner highlight. These two mattes, okay, I'm excited about those. And then the rest of these, I'm like, maybe if I wanted like a spicy gold, but I also feel like I could put both of these in neutrals. Okay, I feel good. I have all my summer shades out of here. Here is, maybe we can make this my winter palette because it's feeling very wintry. We're gonna set that aside. This one, ooh, okay, this one. I feel like I wanna pull both of these greens. Also, I feel like these greens could be great for the spring. Let's see. This shade right there. Ooh, that might be more of like, oh, such a beautiful, oh, what is this shade? Is it from, I feel like it's Hot Toddy. Hot Spice Cider from Terra Moons. Ooh, now that is a beautiful like teal green, red brown shade. Oh, that's so beautiful, but I'm feeling like more fall inspired by that. The only other one from this palette that I'm like, should I pull this one for the summer? This is a very like loose, kind of not chunky, but flaky sort of shade. What shade is this? This is Eel Will by Clarity. I feel like I should figure out if I want to keep this in my collection. Like I'm feeling like it's pretty, but do I need this? I don't know. So maybe I'll put this in and see kind of what we're thinking. If I can get some use out of that and then like if I want to keep it or not. Okay, that one is done. And then we have this one, which is mostly purples, but also I feel like these three right here are giving summer. So we have another, oh no, I keep digging my nails into all these things. I need to be more careful. Okay, more Cleota shades out of the Dragon Fruit palette. So squeezing those in. Then we have these two right here are repressed shades out of the Juvia's Place, the pinks. Same with this matte shade, which this matte shade, I'll be really curious to see how this performs, like repressed. And then these two I think are Shroud Cosmetics. Nope, these are also Terra Moons, these like bright neons. Okay, then this is definitely giving winter at this point, so that one is done. Only palette left to consult is, okay, that's, we're good there. Should I like, I'm like, should I pull things out of like my Bella Beauté bar? That might get to be a little much. Maybe we're taking it too far right now. Okay, this is the last one I have to consult. So what do I have room for? I definitely want to pull this right here, which is JD Glow Meringue? Meringue? Is that how you say it? I feel like I can't ever say that word. Yeah, that's such a pretty yellow. Okay, slipping that in there. And then I definitely want to pull this one too. This one fell and broke, so sad, and I had to press it, and it's like, oh, I don't know. Like that's still pretty. That is still pretty. That's still pretty. Okay, this is JD Glow Peachy Keen. Such a cool shade. I really like that one. I'm gonna put that one in here. And then I do wanna pull, I kinda wanna pull this shade right here just cause it's kinda like, oh, like these two, I'm like, they're kind of giving like ocean vibes. Also this for my pinks could be really pretty. Oh yes, I feel like that shade right there, that is so pretty. Okay, I wanna pull this for sure. This is Andromeda from Terra Moons. I feel like I want to pull this one, this like ocean water shade. This is JD Glow's Bora Bora. That's like a really beautiful, fun sort of blue, but I'm also like, do I need this one? Do I need it? I don't know. It feels like it's, I don't know. It feels like maybe, well, we'll see what it looks like on the lids or potentially as a liner. I'll pull that one, just kind of get a feel for if I want to keep that one in my collection. And then I don't think I have room for any more like really large shadows in here, but do I want to pull actually like this shade, which is Terra Moon's Meteorite? Ooh, okay, that's like a really fun green yellow shade. I think I will pull that. And that's, oh, I probably have room for like one more. I think we might leave this, and this is gonna be my current Summer Z palette, and then I'm going to try and organize the rest in terms of seasons as well. But I think maybe seasonally I'll do like a shop my stash, just because I'm looking and I'm like, some shades, maybe I don't have like a great example here other than like this one. I feel like I could also put in like my fall palette if I want. I would also like to try and like keep track of which shades I have used versus not. Like I'd like to get use out of my single shadow collection. I'm also looking right now and I'm like, ooh, I want to pull this shade for the summer. Oh yeah, I really do want that to fit somewhere. This is Fireworks by Give Me Glow. I feel like we have to make this one fit. Okay, there we go. Got it. We made it work. We made it work. It might not be the prettiest thing ever, but this just looks so fun, bright, and colorful, and just literally makes me happy. So here's gonna be my summer palette. That one is done. We'll move on to my winter palette, which was this. And the reason I say that is this is majority of like just deep blues. Like a lot of these come from the ColourPop On Cloud Blue palette, and this is, aside from this, which I'm gonna just move, the rest of this is giving winter to me. So that being said, I also feel like this is giving winter, which this is Sydney Grace New Moon. And okay, let me like organize this. This one right here. Oh yeah, that's pretty blue. Oh, that's so pretty. That is Aurora from Clarity. I'm also gonna put that in here. Oh, like so many of these are like blue and winter. Maybe not this one, but these two definitely are, as well as like all of these I'd like to try and fit in. I feel like I have so many that are gonna be like wintry. Maybe we need 2 winter palettes. Okay, I'm gonna stick with this one like this. This is majority blue, like wintry blue, and then I'm gonna go do a second wintry palette, and it's gonna be like more more purples. I'm overthinking this. Okay, we're gonna call it Good here. This is winter palette, the second one. Okay, then let's do fall. For my fall palette, yeah, fall I guess I can put in here, because then spring I could do in my cute little ColourPop whatever. Okay, so fall, I feel like this is like a good mix of fall shades. I'm gonna put this aside for the neutrals palette. Again, I am going to shop my stash each month. Ooh, a lot of these, I'm like, these are great fall shadows. Also neutrals, but like neutrally, oh gosh, I keep sticking my stupid finger into these. I think I'm gonna declutter this black single shadow. I literally never reach for a black shadow, and I have some scattered about my palette collection, so I just don't feel like I need this anymore. And I'm also thinking, like, do I need this? Like, do I need this? It's the shade Sandcastle from JD Glow. Like, well, I guess why would I declutter a perfectly good? All right, I won't declutter that. The other thing is I'm like, do I need these 2 shadows from, gosh, was this from like the Kathleen Lights palette? Like, do I really need both of those? Probably not. I honestly like the way that Sandcastle looks better than, I think it might be time for me to declutter these 2. Like, when am I ever reaching for single matte shadows? Honestly, really never. There's probably a lot more that I could declutter from here. Okay, these shadows right here, obviously like neutrals, but also these are screaming winter to me, but just know. I really see them as going either way. Okay, we're not onto that though. We're still in fall. I'm like, do I need this shade right here? Some of these shadows, like, oh, I do get like a bit of hoarder's mentality. Like, I'm like, when am I ever reaching for this? And then I swatch it and I'm like, oh, but that's like a really pretty little satin shade potentially. No, I'm decluttering that. Yeah, that's just old. I'm gonna let go of that one. I'm gonna let go of this one too. Quite a few like just older ColourPop singles. We can get rid of those. Okay, I'm gonna move this Cleota shade over to fall time. And is that good for the fall? I'm like, what is this? I'm Peachless from Makeup Geek. Yeah, I do still, that is still really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my spring palette. What about this one? This is Glisten from ABH. Ooh, that still feels like so soft. All right, okay. Moving these 2 greens to the spring palette. Right now, spring's looking pretty bleak, but we'll shop for spring amongst other palettes later. I'm gonna take this. Okay, we're leaving spring at this for now. Oh, I know, I'll also pull, is this just old? Some of these ColourPop ones, I'm like, oh, I don't know if you're gonna make it. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna put that one in with spring. Spring, okay, we're calling spring good, but it's looking really sad. Fall good as well. Again, we can shop for more as the seasons go along. There's fall. And then that just leaves us, I think, with, oh, I forgot I was gonna put this in the spring palette. I'm actually gonna declutter this shade as well. This was from the, oh my gosh, the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. That first shade, I just, it is like a pretty inner corner. Oh, maybe I will keep it for an inner corner, never mind. But I'm gonna put these 2 like more special like shifty shades in my spring palette as well. And then kind of put everything else in this neutral palette. Here is my neutrals palette. Again, we've got some empties. Here is my little spring palette currently. Then we have the fall palette, which I am going to just add. All right, there we've got a bunch of fall shadows. Another empty palette, empty lethal palette that I could potentially fill up. We've got winter part 1, mostly purples and mauves. And then we have winter part 2, blues. And then we have my current focus summer palette. This one right here. I almost wonder if I try to like, I would love to like have this as my summer palette, but then maybe as I use the shadows to like, maybe move them into this palette so that I can like truly see which shadows or singles I have used and which I haven't. And then if I like don't like a shadow, I can just set it aside to declutter as well. I think maybe I'm gonna try and do that, but I'm excited because we have also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 7 single shadows we're decluttering. Yay. Okay, well, there we go for this portion of makeup chores. Hello you guys, I'm just here to wrap up and close out this video. I did not film an outro, but that is it for my chores. I was just recently editing and I don't know how it all, I don't know if it pieces together gracefully, but thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch and for supporting me and my channel and the chaos as you always do. I love you guys so much and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.